We're back.
Did you miss us?
Yeah, I miss us. We got more topics. And like I said, Ellis is going to be on the golf course this week, so we going to do 2 shows in one day. So, I guess we put the headphones back on it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Get back to it. All right.
We're doing the whole shebang bang.
Back to back. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Hump day.
Wednesday. Lord, already halfway through the week.
Man, so happy to be halfway through this week.
So, we're going to do some shade today. Like we did yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do some shade.
All shade.
If you guys are listening to us, you should really tune into our Facebook Live.
Well, it got sunny finally in May, so we're going to be shady in May.
We're going to be shady in May.
It's a whole month. We're just going to be shady the whole month.
We're just going to be shady the whole month.
Just shady in May.
For the listeners, you can go to our Facebook pages and actually see the show live.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, it's a much funnier experience. Very funny. All right, I'm going to hop right into it.
Okay,
so basically, I don't know if you guys heard over the weekend, but Kanye has decided to put the plastic surgeon's picture, the one who did his mom's last surgery.
Right.
He's decided to put a picture of the doctor on his new album cover. And he really is saying he's doing it out of love. He's saying that it's forgiveness and love, and he really wants to show the world that he's healing and he's, forgiving. So he wants to put the picture on there. And then I even put a text message between Kanye and somebody, and he asked him, like, what do you think about this picture? And there's a picture of the doctor. And the person was like, Kanye got some yes people around him, because the person was like, yeah, do it. And he was like, I just think it just shows love. Like, so.
That's stupid AF.
And some people were like, right, a lot of people were like, why not put your mom on the cover? Like, that would make more sense, right? And his doctor, so the doctor's pissed, right? The doctor's mad because he said since
Isn't that a violation?
So I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
So the doctor said ever since this has happened, he has been deemed as the person who has killed his mother,
Well, he did.
And, I'm going to tell you guys some things that, like, apparently a lot of people didn't know. And I put it on social media, and people were so shocked. But, my entertainment news, so it's my job to know this stuff. But even back then, I was all in the case. So, anyway, Kanye's mom had went to another doctor. They declined to do it because of her condition, whatever. This doctor, he decided, okay, it's Kanye's mom, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Right? So, okay.
I want you to tell me something that's not his fault.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you. So he did the surgery. Right?
Uh-huh.
He wanted her to stay in the hospital. Okay?
And she went home.
She went home, but the only reason why he allowed it and why she was able to
And he allowed her to go home.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Okay.
So the reason why he was able to, she pled her case is because Kanye's cousin is in the medical field, is a nurse, right? Is in the medical field. And
the family member.
The family member.
Okay.
Okay. So he said he was going to give her at-home care. He said he was giving her at-home care. And that
the male nurse cousin was going to give Kanye's mama at-home care. Okay.
So, you know how family members are.
Exactly.
So, this is what happened. They get home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was supposed to stay with her 24 hours. And this was only a day after the surgery, so he was supposed to be there.
Right.
So, when complications arose, he wasn't even there. He was gone.
Right.
And this is the thing.
Being Kanye's cousin.
Look, and this is the thing. This is what's crazy. He hadn't even set her up properly. He hadn't set the monitors up even. The monitors weren't even on in her room. So they would have known. And then he left her with an untrained family member just there. And he left and he went to supposedly a baby shower. I heard parties and drinks and never had a baby shower. But he left, and there's no reason he should have left.
Right.
One day after, but anyway, he left. But like, he didn't even set the monitors up. The monitors are monitoring what her body, like how things are going. That's why you don't let family
take care of you. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Family takes care of you. Look, pay for me to get a nurse. Don't be my nurse. Pay for me, somebody that's their job is on there.
She should have had a 5-star suite at some hospital with people in her room. Like,
I still haven't heard anything that the doctors offer.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel you because
he took the case when somebody else wouldn't, and he let her go home when he knew that was against medical advice.
But I do feel like Kanye's cousin should share some of that blame. Like, that's your aunt. And this is my thing. If you are bringing her home, you already notice she has different issues. Like, you need to have those monitors, everything hooked up. Everything needs to already be done before she get home. All you got to do is lay her there, and nothing was even done. It was like some old bootleg. Like, if she was monitored, and if he would have been there at that moment, he could have possibly saved her life.
Could have, yeah. Most definitely could have, because somebody could have called emergency services.
And the person that was there, the other family member, she didn't know what she was.
And maybe he could have performed some sort of resuscitation.
Since he's a nurse, he could have possibly performed something.
Until emergency got
there. But instead, she there without monitors. Don't nobody know what's going on. She has stuff foaming out her mouth. The family member sitting there looking like, what's going on? And then finally calls 911 and you know, so
too late then.
So yeah, so
I think there's enough blame to go around, but
there is.
I put because Kanye should have never paid for that. Understanding he should have never gotten her the surgery.
And he's never going to forgive himself for
a medical condition. It's almost like when Jay-Z bought that Ferrari or something for his nephew, and he ended up killing himself in the car.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember that a couple years ago?
But Kanye, guys, Kanye is always going to feel responsible. Like Kanye. He really feels responsible.
So he's responsible for that end. The cousin is responsible because if you're going to say, I'm going to take responsibility for this person's care, you got to take responsibility for their care.
And I'm really surprised.
But the doctor, he's the ultimate.
Yeah, I agree.
He gets 50%, then 25 goes to Kanye, and then 25 goes to the cousin. Because even
if
she had stayed in the hospital, she would have been all right.
And you know what's so weird? Kanye has never publicly spoke about his cousin, and because I guess maybe family, whatever. But I'm surprised because he real erratic. I'm surprised he never really because a lot of people didn't even know about the cousin situation. So I put it on social media a couple days ago, and people were like, his cousin, that's what. And yeah, so his cousin was. The
way the story was spun was the doctor allowed her to go home.
And she died.
And you didn't know what the conditions were. You were like, well, why did he let her go home? That's stupid.
And her nephew was right there, and he was like, I'm going to be with her 24/7. They had all the medical equipment shipped in. They had everything. So.
You mean Kanye had everything shipped in?
Yeah.
His job was to monitor it, and he didn't do that.
Yeah. And so, but if you're not even set up to monitors, we don't know what your body's doing. Your body doing all kind of, beeps should be going off, everything. So, so I put some blame for Kanye, and guess who else is? The doctor. This is what he said. When he found out all over Twitter and everywhere else, Kanye was going to use his picture, Kanye received a cease and desist letter,
That's exactly what I'd hit him
Jan
with.
Adams,
Yep.
And
you can't use somebody's likeness without their permission.
And the album is
simple as that.
Yeah, and he's like, love deals with the truth. That's what Kanye's whole. So he's trying to say is love, but anyway. So the doctor sent Kanye a 3-page open letter, and it details the version of what happened following Donna West's surgery.
Right.
And he puts it out, which I already, like I said, I knew all about the cousin, but he puts all that there and how the cousin is short. He put this 3-page, he sent a 3-page open letter, and Kanye actually put it on Twitter. Kanye put the 3-page Twitter, put the 3-page, he put it on there. He put the.
It must be crazy, Kanye.
Kanye put that 3-page open letter.
He got that Mariah Carey. He got that bipolar.
Kanye, what did we say before? Narcissistic,
bipolar.
Bipolar, yeah. So, and the doctor says, in the letter, he says, because, Kanye says it's from love. He says, thank you for thinking of me. This is kind of you. This is from the doctor, Kanye.
Right.
He says, I have to decline at this time and ask that you cease and desist using my photo to promote your album and any of your work. Then he said, put your cousin's picture on the cover.
Ooh, that's shade. I like that. That's a little petty. I like a little petty. A little petty.
He said,
I like that.
if you claim you were about love,
right,
then love deals with the truth.
Well,
he
tell
said, put your cousin's photo.
Tell it. Tell it.
He puts it. Yeah. So I mean.
What?
Right.
You better do it, dog. Not bad at you, player.
Right. So Kanye, you know, I'm thinking that, you know, Kanye is going to come back with, you know, saying something crazy.
No, here's the thing, and this is where I feel some of this is contrived. Kanye has been ghost. The only thing you see is his wife posting naked pictures of herself on Instagram, every other picture, which is fine. That's what she wants to do, that's what she does. But then all of a sudden he's got an album dropping, and he gets photographed wearing a Make America Great Again hat. And he starts tweeting about how his love for Trump. And now this other stuff comes out. And guess what? We're all talking about Kanye, and his album's coming out. So this all feels contrived to me.
Yeah.
If you weren't doing all this stuff, if you were doing all this stuff, you have an album coming out, okay, then we could talk about it. Okay, you got some stuff going on. But this feels like some stuff that's set up to draw up conversation about him, and then now everybody wants to listen to the album.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see what the album sounds like.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
No.
Right.
Kanye, you were with Omarosa. You were with, who else we banned from the barbecue?
Oh, I thought you was trying to say he was wild. I was like,
R.
wait,
Kelly,
he was
R. Kelly.
Oh, yeah. These are people that Ellis has
Banned from the barbecue.
Banned from the black barbecue.
Yeah. Kanye, you just got banned from the back. When I saw you with that MAGA hat on, no.
You didn't know that he had that,
No,
the Make America Great Again hat?
Man.
And he said that he loves Trump and that Trump
They're
is his
killing him
brother?
on Black Twitter's killing him.
I'm following on Twitter. Y'all know, like, I'm
Black Twitter is assassinating Kanye right now.
right.
For real.
So, Kanye.
Ben Carson, you're right. That's another one that can't go to the barbecue. Appreciate that. Ben Carson can't
Let's
come
talk
to the
about Ben
barbecue.
Carson.
The hood guy that's giving loans to Sean Hannity and all kind of folks.
Is he the one that is trying to triple the amount of rent now?
Oh, you're saying that people that Section 8 and all that stuff, he's killing all that.
He's going to triple the amount of rent and everything.
And if you don't have a job in a certain amount of time, you can't get affordable housing. It's crazy.
Who
puts a brain surgeon in charge of HUD? Who does that? Oh, I forgot. 45. He don't care.
Of course.
He said he's black. Put him over to housing and urban
development. Right, and you know, and he's.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so. It's I don't know. It's so sad.
This country's out of control.
This country is out of control. But let me tell you guys what Kanye said back to him. Back to that. Kanye, I thought he was gonna. When I saw that he responded, I was like, oh shoot. But as all Kanye says is, thank you so much for this connection, brother. I can't wait to sit down with you and start this healing.
Kanye's in a cult. Kanye is officially in a cult. He got some kind of cult leader.
The Illuminati or what?
He got some cult leader got in his mind, and he's crazy. No, you can't get no plate. You can't get no potato salad. You can't get no rib. Not a rib.
Well, aren't you proud of
wing? Nothing.
Are you proud of Kanye though?
No, I'm not proud of Kanye.
That he didn't just go crazy on the dude. I'm proud of Kanye because y'all know Kanye likes to.
His first 2 albums was fire though. I ain't gonna lie, the first 2 albums, but
I'm listening to this next album. I'm listening to the next one.
I'm not.
I know.
Bye, Kanye.
I know.
We gotta go to break.
All right, guys. We'll be right back with some more shade.
How about that, Kanye? Please go sit down somewhere, Kanye. The college dropout was fire. All Falls Down. That's still my jam. But this foolishness right here.
What they saying in the chat room?
That John said he can't even come down the same street as a picnic. I'm not even gonna tell you where the park is at. You know we like to invade parks with a family reunion picnic. We take up all the grills at the park. We're looking at you crazy.
You don't get none of grandma's macaroni and cheese.
You got your auntie standing with her hand on the grill. No, we got this grill. We got all these grills right here. I need to go find another. We got all these grills out there, 8 o'clock in the morning, hanging on the grill.
Why do I always dance during the Cool Air commercial?
It's got a little bumpy beat on that thing. Yeah, Kanye can't come. And you are back, and you're listening to the Morning Takeover right here on the Real 1100. I am your boy, Silly Thoughts, and I am sitting here with the lovely Shanisa W. And before the break, we were disavowing Kanye from Black America.
Who else did we add to the list?
We got Ben Carson.
Omarosa.
Omarosa.
Okay. We're going to put anybody else on that right
what's
now.
your boy name that used to be over BET? They used to own BET. They sold him. Bob Johnson.
About to help
Bob
us.
Johnson, he can't come. Bob Johnson can't come.
I love our producer.
He on it. He got intelligence.
Yes.
Bob Johnson can't come to the barbecue. There's a couple. R. Kelly cannot come to the barbecue.
Because we gotta be careful for our nieces and nephews and people's kids. I mean, he definitely can't come to
For real, I can't. Yeah.
Like,
for real.
All right, you guys. I wanna.
Can't have your teenage cousin at the barbecue with R. Kelly.
No.
What Niecy?
You look around like.
What's your shit?
Because you just don't know what R. Kelly. But
You left with Uncle Ara? What's wrong with you?
Right. All the kids got to stay on the left. R. Kelly stay on the right at the barbecue.
For real, you just sit over there, Uncle Ara. Sit in your chair.
Right.
I'll bring you your plate.
Guys, I have a question. What do you all think about Bill Cosby and what is it? What was it? Temple University taking his honorary degree?
We'll get him money back too.
Get him money back.
All right, Temple.
Let me ask you: is that the college that he saved? Because one college he saved.
Yeah, Temple was one of them, and then he
gets given to so many colleges. He sent so many people
we're gonna
that
take
he
your
don't
honorary
know.
degree back, but we ain't gonna. We're gonna keep that check though.
And then he sent so many people to college. He's donated to college. Everything. And another thing, are you surprised about this, that they are taking the Cosby reruns, everything off the air? Like, nope, like it's done. Like, you will not see the Cosbys anymore on air. Do you feel like that's fair
to not fair.
The rest of the
not
cast
fair.
as well?
It's not fair.
I don't feel like it is either.
It's not fair. Are they still playing movies that Harvey Weinstein produced?
Kevin Spacey, are we still doing,
they canceled the show, but are they pulling his movies off of Netflix and off the air? If you're going to do it, do it right. Do it 100%. Don't just take his show off the air and then leave everybody else on. Okay?
And, I feel like
Harvey Weinstein ain't seen the inside of a courtroom, and he's had more people. He's had people,
work.
And he's had people come out recently, not from 30 years ago, not women that got paid $3.4 million. Recently, he's had women come out and said that he did this, did that, did this. But has he seen a courtroom? Has he seen an indictment?
He only saw.
Has he been arrested? This dude went to a club fed down in Arizona talking he was getting treatment for what? For being a jerk? I didn't know you would get treatment for being a jerk.
Yeah. There needs to be a place you can get treatment for being a jerk. But yeah.
Yeah, it's called jail. It's called jail where they whoop you up.
And I'm just so like I can't believe the Cosbys, but to me that's messing up everybody else's money too. And I don't know if it's not fair.
I posted this the other day, and I think we may even talk about this last week. So, what's Michael Jackson's doctor name? Conrad Murray went to jail for 5 years. He went to jail, right? Mm-hmm. He got convicted, went to jail. Prince doctor, $30,000 fine. What's the difference between the two of them? One was black, one was white. Right?
One was black, one was white.
Right. Harvey Weinstein ain't sniffed an indictment. 80-year-old blind Bill Cosby going to jail.
And this is what I want to ask.
What's the difference between Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby? I don't know. One's black, one's white, right?
Right.
I'm not saying it's racial. I'm just pointing out the facts.
I'm pointing out the facts.
I'm just pointing out the facts.
And I want you guys to I want you guys to let me know if you all feel like if you can comment in the chat room and let me know, of course there's a lot of conspiracy theories. Let me know if you truly believe that when Bill Cosby tried to buy NBC, that all this came about after that because
they tried to stick it on Hannibal Buress.
I feel like it is.
Yeah, Hannibal Buress. He's was telling jokes. You're gonna say that's the reason why they started following this up? No,
I think
that's a convenient excuse.
And now you guys have taken our first African American successful reality TV. Not reality. Taking it back. Yeah, you were taking our first successful African American
You can't take away the
TV
success.
family.
You can't
Well, no, I'm saying
I know Tempest Bless don't need them checks.
No.
She need all the rerun checks.
No, what I'm saying is they're taking away our first TV show where there was a black successful family.
Yeah.
And that was our first, and now that's gone. I feel like that was planned. Like, that was our...
It's like that book by Chancellor Williams called The Destruction of Black Civilization.
That was our first successful
That's all it was.
TV. Like,
that's all
we saw that and a lot of, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it really makes me mad that's...
Here's the thing. Name somebody that's African American that has been able just to live a unbothered life.
I can't name you one.
Without either completely selling out or having their character or something about them destroyed.
Can you guys in the chat room?
That's my challenge to people on air. You can call us at 404-603-8770, or you can put it in the chat room that they've lived an unbothered life without either completely selling out, like the Stacey Dash, or...
Oprah's lived a very successful life.
Oh, but she's been harassed by the media.
Right, you're right.
She's been harassed by the president, and she ain't even trying to run. And he keeps tweeting about her.
And he talking about,
She got sued by the beef industry because she said I wasn't eating red meat anymore.
You're right.
And they sued her. So she's been harassed to everybody.
So do you guys think, though, that this whole NBC thing is the reason why all this was concocted against Cosby, 30 years later? Like, let me know, because... I've been talking about it on social media. I've since pulled some of the posts because they got so heated, and I was just mad, and I was like I need to kind of positivity, but it was a lot, and I was very upset because I had did the post 2 months ago when his daughter passed away, right? And there was a white guy that I don't know how he found my page. I don't know how he found me, but he found the post from 2 months ago. And he comments on a post because I announced that his daughter had passed away, and everybody else is rest in peace, and it's everybody is giving their condolences. So he comments and says, "Well, looks like that's one more name that we don't have to add to his list of people that can see him in prison." Something like that. Like, that's one more name. Right. He was like, he only get 5. That's one name we won't have to add now. You're saying that about his dead daughter? His dead daughter? You're saying basically...
It's Wednesday. I'm trying to be nice, but I'm really like...
Let me tell you. I had to really remember Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. Because I'm going to tell you, I almost flipped completely out on social media on this dude. I mean, I kind of did, but I kind of kept it. I started going to his page, looking at pictures of his family members. I'm like, how would you feel if somebody said something insensitive about one of your family members? I was about to take a picture of... Look, he has a grandson that looked just like the Waffle House shooter. Like, his grandson going to prom looked just... And I mean, I was about to be real petty on social media.
The Waffle House shooter that was walking around with an assault rifle, that was taken into custody without incident.
This guy's grandson looked like him going to prom, and I so badly was about to put that picture and I was mad and I was heated and I was about to, and I'm like, how did he even find this post?
But yeah, you don't want to start no social media war.
Then I got a lot of people looking at my social media. I'm doing things, and then too, I'm like, I can't think of Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we are high. Don't do it. But I did say...
You could have got your Petty LaBelle on. I would have been there.
I did say to him, I said, it's really rude of you, to be insensitive when his daughter is dead. I said, it's really rude to be insensitive, period, when talking about a family member. I said, how would you feel if somebody was insensitive about your grandchild in his prom picture? And I didn't put it, and that's all I put. Right. I was mad. So, anyway, enough of Bill Cosby, because, that situation.
I just feel bad, and let me say this. I believe he was doing wrong things. I believe he was doing dirt. I don't think he's completely...
Was it just sex, drugs,
I don't believe he was doing innocent. I don't believe he was innocent, but I do feel like it was a witch hunt, because I don't think...
There was no evidence.
They would have prosecuted him, and then they went twice. They went to court twice. Why are you spending taxpayer dollars trying to try this man twice? They don't do that with regular people.
Is there any plausible evidence? There was no, what
they
evidence?
Said they convicted him on the fact that he admitted to using Quaaludes in the past to have sex with women. That's what the listing of their conviction
sex,
was.
Drugs, and weren't people doing it?
They were all doing it. That's why he admitted. They were all doing it.
So, I mean, anyway. So let me bring it.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Take it to
Will
Atlanta.
Smith. Will, be careful.
Right, like you.
Be careful. They
you
coming for you, dog.
All right. Let me go into a quick story. Here in Atlanta. Okay. There was a situation where, I don't know if you saw, but there was a black man hanging from the bridge.
I saw that.
Which they were saying was suicide. So last week,
a week after a Nazi rally.
I was just about to say, the week before there was a Nazi rally in Georgia,
right.
And then all of a sudden there's a black man found hanging from MLK Drive, like I think it was some symbolization in there, like MLK Drive.
So he decided
bridge,
to go hang himself, like
with a backpack on and everything, and with chains, like.
So he put himself in chains in a backpack and then jumped, and then jumped off a bridge. The rope was so long. I'm like.
They said, forensically, they said it was impossible for that to be a suicide because of the length of the chains. I don't know what that means.
Suicide.
Yeah, but see, and then the police also said that after canvassing the area and walking around, they found someone that said they heard somebody say, "Don't do it." We don't know if that's the truth or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be.
This is the police, right?
Right, and he said
the same police that thought a cell phone. The same police that thought a cell phone was a gun, right?
A white cell phone.
That same police. The same police that shot a man sitting on the ground with his hands up, and they shot him. Those same police, the same police that pulled over a man, Philando Castile, and the man tells you he had a gun, and you get scared and you shoot.
A lot of people.
That same police.
Right.
A
lot of people feel like that this was a modern day lynching, and the fact that he was hanging from the bridge on MLK, like that. You know what I mean? Like that, and then the Nazi thing right before. I mean, I just wonder if our country, to me, like, it's 2018, and I wasn't around in the 60s, so I can't say, oh, it's as bad as the 60s are, because and it's not as bad as that. But I still don't feel like we're where we should be in 2018.
We're not.
And I feel like our country is going backwards. Our country is going backwards. Do you feel like that since Trump is in office?
It is.
Our country is going backwards.
They're feeling more empowered to do these kind of things. We keep putting lipstick on the pig, saying, oh, it's not the same, it's not the same. And they're mad because they opened up that lynching museum in Montgomery. And I'm going to it. Because we
need to go do a remote.
Because the mainstream America wants to gaslight African Americans into thinking that it wasn't that bad. Slavery wasn't that bad. Oh, we're beyond all that. And it's not. White people play the race card more than any African American has done in the history. And then they say, oh, you keep playing the race card. No, you keep playing the race card by continuing to harass black and brown people.
The race card
it's real, and they own it. They're the ones that own it, but they try to tell us that we are playing it. We're not playing it. We never owned the race card.
Go to my page.
We never owned it.
I did something that I usually don't do. I actually put a picture of the guy actually hanging there. And I did it because I wanted us to feel the full impact. We need to see it.
Like Medgar Evers' open casket. Or Emmett Till's open casket.
And we need to see it. And I was glad nobody got on the post and said, how could you, everybody, nobody did that. And I just wanted you all to see this black man hanging from the MLK Bridge with these chains, with a book bag. And it's just, like I said, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I mean,
it's cowardly because I
don't believe
unlike the jihad, at least they claim responsibility when they do stupid stuff like that. When they kill people, at least they claim responsibilities. These cowards will do it and then won't even claim responsibility.
2 years ago, we had a guy hung in Piedmont. I don't believe that story either. We don't do that. Do we commit suicide like that? I'm not saying black. I don't see a black person doing it.
Black people commit suicide at a lower rate. It's rising, but it's amongst
teenagers.
But I'm
saying, do we do it like that?
Rising, but we don't do it like that. Most men in general typically do use more lethal methods like a gun.
And then they don't be like, let me go to the bridge on MLK and jump. Like, that just doesn't make sense. But, guys, thank you for tuning in with us.
Make me mad
I know. Guys, thank you for tuning in. I am Shanisa W. I'm on Instagram. Please follow me. I'm Shanisa Whitehead on Facebook.
And I am your boy, Silly Thoughts. That's S-I-L-L-E Thoughts on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can also follow The Morning Takeover. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and we're on YouTube. We're
Go to YouTube, subscribe.
You can see our 60-second recaps. You can see old shows. And you can just put some comments and tell us how you like the show. So
we're going to do some more polls, too.
We're also on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Holler us at, too.
And you can always call us at 404-603-8770.
Or you can advertise on the show. Buy some ad time.
Yeah, contact us.
Holler at us.
themorningtakeover@gmail.com. See you guys tomorrow. That was we didn't plan to do 2 today, but that worked out.
Yeah.
I had enough. I was like, oh, do I have enough for 2?
We got enough. We're going to stream.
Yeah.
Okay. That just, that whole, I mean, he's hanging 12 feet. Like, who? Come on, man.
Who? I just don't. Black men,
on full display in front of everybody? Nobody
in front of everybody.
Nobody does that.
And maybe I'm making too much of this, but MLK, like, it was, like, I think it was, yeah.
It's the American terrorism that has been used, and that's why they're mad. That's why I was reading an article yesterday about how a lot of white Montgomeryans are mad at the fact that lynching museum was opened up there, because they're like, well, we don't need to be talking about it. We gotta let it go. And I was like, no. You need to see what your behavior has begot. Don't try to hide it now. Don't try to say, oh yeah, because you want to hide your dirty hands. No, this is what you did. This is what it was. This is what you did. And your answers, when you did it directly or your answers did it, this is what it did. And it's not, and it's about, okay,
fucked up.
And let's deal with it. And we're not going to get past it until we actually deal with it. But you want to continue to lie and say, was it me?
I didn't even know about that. It was,
do you know how many people,
go down
have y'all seen pictures of lynchings back in the day?
Yeah.
It's like 5,000 people out there, fully dressed, with their kids. You don't think they're influenced by the fact that they're hanging a black body and burning it? You don't think that those people say, yeah, that's okay? That's okay. They don't move
that kind
on.
of stuff makes me cry.
I'm just like,
it just really.
And then you say, oh, I don't know where the hell that came from. And that's why you get situations like at Syracuse. And now those boys, those fraternity guys, are suing Syracuse, saying, you're damaging our potential future. You damaged it. You're the one that got videotaped yourself saying you pledged to forever hate niggas and spics and kikes and all that other stuff. And you just mad because it got out.
Right.
Don't get mad now. You did it.
I feel like we're going backwards, guys. I feel like we're going backwards under number 45. I feel like we're going backwards. Oh, do you feel that way?
Well, he empowered them.
Well, do you feel like even if some people don't want to say because of 45, do you feel? I feel like we're going backwards. Things are being allowed again.
The president sets the tone for the country. And this is the tone that he set, that it's okay to be irreverent. It's okay to say what to be rude. It's okay to be, they're calling it non-PC, when it's really not. It's just being a jerk and being rude and being racist. And the president gave them the green light to do it. And so those people that have been hiding it for all these years decided, hey, I can be my racist self and I don't have to hide it anymore, and they're feeling empowered now. That's really what it's all about.
And I want all of you colleges that want to take away Bill Cosby's honorary degrees, give him the money back. Give the money back. Yeah. Give the money back to his family. Give the money back. You want to take away that?
You want to take away his degree?
Give him the money back. And I think he saved y'all. Like, I think that's the college he saved.
Yep.
And you want to do something like that? Like, I'm sorry. But they say, though, that Bill Cosby, they're saying that, like, I think they're going to try to make an example, and I think they're going to do, like, at least a year in jail. Like, you know how they did Martha Stewart, like, in jail a year? I think they might do something like that. Like, but
he's blind and
I'm hoping, and I'm really hoping that he only gets, like, probation. Like, my mom is saying probation. Some people are saying house arrest. I think they're going to put him in jail. They're going to put him in jail. Yeah. And, I said yesterday, and I know this sounds bad, but, like, I really hate now that he even tried to get NBC, because look at everything that's bad, everything that has happened to him since then, and then he still didn't get it. And now his legacy is ruined. His family is ruined. The rest of the cast, the show is ruined. I mean, and he didn't even get it. So to me,
I can get into a real conspiracy theory and say that his son was
murdered. People say that. People say the daughter. People say
the son was murdered because he's the one that carries on the family lineage. Mm-hmm. And so, Let me
tell you, I'm to the point. I do not trust. Because, like, I mean, I just think there's so many. And I don't feel like I'm a conspiracy theorist.
No, the part that, and this was like, and if you gotta look at the movie, look at what gaslighting is. And gaslighting is it was a movie. It was a movie.
I'm gonna watch it today.
It's in a movie, and basically
gaslighting.
It's called gaslighting,
okay.
And basically what you do is in the movie, the husband was dimming the lights in the house. And the wife was like, is it dim in here? It's like, no, it's very bright. And so he was telling her it was something that whatever it wasn't. So she felt herself going crazy. Like, she felt like she was crazy because she was seeing something, but everybody was telling her it wasn't there. That's what's happening to Black America. So we're saying racism is going up, racial violence is going up, these hate groups are growing, and guess what the media says? No, it's not. I just watched it on Handy the other day. Oh, no, it's not. We're in a post-racial society. We're in a transformative age, blah, blah, blah. They're trying to tell you something different. So you go back, you go, maybe I'm being paranoid. Maybe I'm making this stuff up.
Yeah, because I have thought that before,
and
like maybe I'm being paranoid.
And more stuff keeps coming out, and you keep saying, well, is that real?
Because I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but but like here lately, like I've just been thinking of all kind of just like, and I just really like I honestly think that there's some serious stuff going on, and I think that like we're going backwards. I think there's some serious stuff going on. I think there's so much injustice. I think what's happening is that because we've tried to the media, we haven't tried to do it. The media has tried. Well, we are media, but not the part of the. Yeah. The mainstream media has tried to sweep America's ugly past under the rug, whitewash it, change the textbooks, change the history to where they're trying to erase it slowly from history, slavery and Jim Crow and all the lynching and the terrorism that was lawfully supported, because every time it happened, somehow they would get off by a jury of their white peers. That they're trying to get rid of it so much that people are now feeling empowered. Oh, wow, I'm going to get away with it. And so you've got young kids. I was reading an article yesterday about a kid at Virginia Tech that got outed on Tinder because he was using racial epithets because he would get matched with somebody that was black. And it was, oh, you're ugly, you're this, you're that. And she was like... Well, I'm on Tinder. I've seen people on there with Confederate flags, and all kind of stuff. And he was trolling her, and they kicked him off of Tinder. And then her friend screenshotted what he wrote to her and sent it to the school because she got his name. Like, what is wrong she sent it to school, and the school was like, they're going to kick him out. And then he's going to send her an apology. That's not me. That's not what's in my heart. I'm so sorry. I was just playing. I was just joking. Everybody wants to turn around and say that. I put up it was a high school student. He had a poster, and it said, to his future prom date, it said, yes, if I was black, I would be picking cotton. Yes. But since I'm white, I'm picking you for prom. Will you go to prom with me? Right. And he got roasted for that. But then he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. You just basically said if he was black, you'd be picking cotton. Like, but that's the playbook. That's the playbook. You say something that's so incredibly racist and insensitive. I'm saying it right behind what you're saying. Yeah, that's what they do. They turn around. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not what's in my heart. Then why'd you write it? You actually stenciled that on there, and then you say that's not what's in your heart. Really? If I was black, I would be picking cotton. I'm not going for it. But I'm white, so I'm picking you for prom. I'm like Neil. I got pulled out the matrix a long time ago. I'm woke, so I'm not going for it. Whatever happened to will you go to prom with me? What's wrong with that? Like, just basic. Will you go to prom with me? If I was black, I'd be picking. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not going for it. Yeah. I'm not the one. So anyway, guys, we are done. But we are going to do our 60-second recap, which I'm sure is going to be real funny today. And we got to talk about Kanye and R. Kelly. Kanye, R. Kelly. I mean, Tristan, side chick. You know what? I'm not doing celebrity news anymore. I quit Tristan, today. I'm mad at you, but I'm not mad at you. But you're not mad at you. You're not mad at him. I did with that LL. She had a big old butt. I know you told her you. Anyway, y'all, so this is the point where we ignore Ellis. We're going to ignore Ellis here. Okay. So anyway, guys, don't forget, this weekend is Derby weekend. I'll be Derby this weekend. I will be there Friday, representing Friday night. She got a ticket. She good. She got Friday and Saturday. Ellis. Good. Me and Shakira Bell is my girl that is going. We are so thankful to you. And I send me some pictures so I can tell the brother, like, look for these two. Take care of these two. Yes, we are so thankful. So y'all got to pay for no drinks and that. And this is the thing, like, we thought Ellis, like, just got the tickets, Ellis actually purchased her. He got our tickets for us. Like, we didn't know that. And when I told her, she was like, oh my God, he did what? So, what Ellis doesn't know is now he has a $150 gift card for Buckhead's Finest. Come over to the detail shop, bring your car. Appreciate it. I need to get a wash right now. You get a wash, wax, you can do whatever for $150. Appreciate that. So, appreciate that. But we are very thankful. But we're so excited about the Alpha Derby. I want y'all to go and have a good time. My dress, Alphas, be looking out for us because we're going to be there and we're going to be dressed together.
Take care of my girl.
We're good. All right, y'all. See you guys tomorrow, and we're going to do our 60-second recap.
Peace.